Hello Magic friends! Today a slightly different video to the box openings we usually do because there's major news to cover. Lorwyn Eclipse is here and the set is super hyped. Everybody seems to be super enthusiastic about this in-universe set for all the right reasons. Great artwork, great new cards, cool return to our favorite creature types, all sorts of different things to be very happy with. However, in this video we'll be covering some quality issues that affect the serialized Bitterbloom Bearer cards. You heard that right, the main chase card in this set may come out of your booster damaged. In fact, there is a good chance that it is damaged if you manage to find one. We'll be discussing what is going on, how this situation might get resolved, the implications, and yeah, basically everything there is currently to say about this freshly discovered issue. I do want to say that I did reach out to all affected sellers in Europe that I could find, as well as Wizards of the Coast, and those responses will also be covered in this video. But before we dive into all the serious matter, I do realize that this is my unplanned phase reveal video, so very quickly, hi there, this is me. I'm Justin, 36 years old. I was introduced to Magic in 2001, sold my collection in 2008 to buy my first card, and have only been back into Magic for a little over a year now. And since opening that very first booster pack in over 15 years, well, you can see where that has led to pretty serious addiction. But I hope nobody's here to discuss me or my big nose, but you're here for the news that we are now diving into. I'm not the first to report on quality issues that affect Lorwyn Eclipse cards. First, I saw a video by Joey Moss from Bad Boy Gaming, who expressed concerns about the distribution of fractured foils. He did a really comprehensive video on that. I can thoroughly recommend anybody who's interested to watch it. I think everybody should at least be aware of the suspicions that people have. And he makes a really strong case for his suspicions. They are not just rumors or speculation. They are based on his research. But that was the first issue that was brought to light. Then this morning I saw a video by Ben Bateman, who reported on a player finding an actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle card in a Lorwyn pre-release kit, which is wild. But now it turns out that even the chase cards, the main chase cards, the Bitterbloom Bearer serialized cards, are affected by quality issues, and this is a very serious matter. So I was strolling through Card Market yesterday evening, as you do when a new set comes out, and I was looking at different cards, not just the Bitterbloom Bearer, but I was curious to see if any had been pulled in Europe or listed for sale and what the asking prices were. I found two listed on Card Market, but the thing that caught my attention was that both were listed as excellent, which is really strange because obviously they're brand new cards, freshly released. How come they are both excellent? So one of the two sellers actually provided pictures, the other one only provided a description, and both cards seem to be affected by print lines on the front, and the one that provided pictures also has damage on the back. So I put them on screen here so you can see for yourself. The red indicators were placed there by the seller, and the one that you see on top, I don't think really captures the damage there. If you look very closely, you can kind of see a small thin print line. Not saying it's not a major issue, just saying that the picture doesn't really capture the damage. The lower one, that is more significant. You can clearly see a print line there. You can maybe even make out what was a roller that maybe went over the card a little too roughly. But the biggest thing that concerns me is that there's also damage on the back, right? There's not just an issue with the foiling, but there's damage on both sides of this main chase card in the set. and the fact that both of the two listings on Card Market are of affected cards leads me to suspect that there is at least a decent sized portion of all serialized Bitterbloom bearers affected by this issue. So yeah, now you've seen what we are actually talking about. Let's discuss the far-reaching implications, because this is not an easy issue to fix. And the implications it has are far-reaching. So there are basically two ways I think Wizards can go about it. Both are replacing the cards. I think that is what players, traders, anyone who finds one will ask for, because nobody will be satisfied with just a replacement box or even a case for that matter. I think everybody wants a new, fresh, undamaged, serialized card. However, that means reprinting them. One way that Wizards can decide to go about it is to ask all affected people to return their copy, destroy the copy, and return a new one. The other way to go about it is to print all 500 serialized cards, new again, and ship one out as soon as one comes in by somebody who has found one. Now the implications, because I guess you can already guess what I'm hinting at. In scenario 1, Wizards need to upload every unique file for every unique serialized card on an existing print sheet, clear out some cards that were scheduled to be on the print sheet, make a whole new print sheet, print those new cards, then take out that sheet before everything gets cut and sorted into booster packs. Make sure you take out the new serialized cards and ship them to the rightful owners. However, in your sorting process, there are now a couple of slots missing, so this could lead to some probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle packs with a missing common. And Wizards, again, has to upload every unique file for number 22 as soon as that one gets returned, and 48 and 374 and so on. That means they have to upload a unique file 500 times, take out a print sheet 500 times, take out a specific card from that sheet 500 times, make sure not a different pack gets a card too few 500 times, and then ship it out to the rightful owner 500 times over. That is the cumbersome way to go about it, and one way this could get resolved. Very costly, very cumbersome, very labor intensive, a big hassle. So, the accountant from Wizards may say, well, let's just print 500 new ones, and like I mentioned, as soon as one gets returned, we'll ship out a new one. Okay, that's like reprinting the reserve list. Well, not exactly, but the contract is that a serialized card is a unique card. There's only one in existence. And as soon as you reprint them, even to replace them one-on-one, the ones that don't get claimed, that may still are in sealed boxes with people like me who have a collection of sealed products, what do you do with them? Maybe a janitor, maybe a disgruntled manager who didn't get a pay raise, knows that there are still 200 unclaimed serialized cards laying maybe in a vault, maybe on a shelf, somewhere at Wizards. Maybe just one gets taken out by someone with bad intentions, and now there are 2 versions of a unique card in circulation. I hope you can see the implications of this entire issue, right? Either Wizards has to go through a very lengthy, very cumbersome, very costly procedure to just reprint them all individually and ship them out all individually, and everything I just explained. or they reprint them all and have two versions of at least the unclaimed cards in existence. Yeah, that's the issue here. I don't know what Wizards is going to do. And just to be clear, I did reach out to them. I gave them 12 hours to respond. I clearly stated who I am, what the intent of the video is, who else I had contacted, namely the sellers, the people that I found who had found a Bitterbloom Bearer serialized. But they haven't responded back to me. Now, I know 12 hours is not a lot of time, and I know this is a very small YouTube channel. However, if you do think, like me, that this is a serious issue that has to be handled delicately in a manner that respects the implicit, at least implicit contract there is between players and Wizards of the Coast, I would love to hear from you. What do you think Wizards need to do? I would love to hear from Wizards. I'd love to hear from the sellers. Now, let's get back to those sellers. I did reach out to 3 of them. The 2 that I found on Card Market, and I found one separately who sold one via their own website that was listed for a far lower price than the 2 on Card Market, so I can only assume that one was damaged as well, but I can't confirm. That seller didn't get back to me. Only one of the other 2 sellers got back to me, but as expected during pre-release weekend, they are too busy currently to find the time to reply to my questions. I let them know that I really hope that they do get back to me. I really hope you all guys comment on the video, share it, like it. I know everybody asks for it, but I would really genuinely like to provide you with an update. And I think the only way to get a response from Wizards is to have them see that this issue gets a lot of attention and is something that needs to be publicly addressed. Because the way Wizards resolves issues with these main chase cards, the cards that are worth thousands of euros or dollars or whatever currency, they're expensive cards. So there needs to be a good resolution for it, while also respecting that there can't be 2 number 42 serialized cards. Just can't happen. So again, please let me know how you would like Wizards to resolve the issue. I would like to update you in a follow-up video as soon as I get more information from either Wizards or hopefully the sellers. And I hope to see you back in a next video that I will quickly do a preview for, because I have something absolutely wild. Just hang on for 10 more seconds. Something that hasn't been done on YouTube so far, and I don't think anybody is going to repeat that. I've bought 30 of the Chocobo bundles to make an entire play booster box of Chocobo boosters that I'm going to open on this channel. Now, I also have bought some really cool old school vintage boosters, and I've assembled booster boxes with 30 different boosters from all throughout Magic, including collector booster packs and all sorts of weird, crazy stuff. So I plan on making a lot of content for you. Hope to be able to get back to box openings really soon and not just cover these crazy type of topics. And hopefully see you in the next video where I'll be opening my own little Lauren Eclipse collector booster box. Hope to see you there, and I'll keep you posted on this issue.